My dear friend, you know that feeling, don't you? That little knot of anxiety that tightens in your stomach when the phone rings, and it's your children suggesting they pop over to help with some things. Or maybe they just show up unannounced, ready to organize your home. They mean well, of course. They truly do. But sometimes their help feels less like support and more like an invasion, a gentle takeover. You've spent decades building this home, filling it with memories, with treasures, with the very fabric of your life. Every item tells a story, holds a moment. That worn armchair where your grandchildren sat for bedtime stories, the stack of old photos you keep meaning to sort, the overflowing bookshelf with books you've loved and reread 100 times. This isn't just stuff, it's your history, it's you. And then they come with their modern ideas about minimalism, about decluttering. They see what they call clutter. You see comfort, you see familiarity, you see your life's journey laid out around you. And the thought of someone, even your own loving children, coming in and deciding what stays and what goes, it can be terrifying. It's not just about the items themselves. It's about something far deeper. It's about your independence, your autonomy, your quiet dignity. The fear that if they start helping you clear out your home, what's next? Will they decide you can't manage on your own anymore? Will they push you to move to a smaller place, or worse, into a facility? This isn't just an organizing project. It feels like a test of your ability to live independently. I've heard so many stories, seen so many good people, just like you, struggling with this. One moment, they're enjoying their morning coffee in their familiar kitchen, and the next, their child is asking, "Mom, do you really need this many chipped mugs?" Or, "Dad, why are you keeping these old tools? Let's just throw them out." And you stand there, speechless, heart sinking, unable to articulate why that chipped mug or those old tools mean so much. Unable to find the words to say, "Stop. This is my home. These are my choices." It feels like a trap, doesn't it? You want to maintain a loving relationship with your children. You appreciate their concern. But you also want to protect your sanctuary. You want to preserve your peace of mind. And you absolutely want to maintain control over your own space and your own life. You don't want to cause a conflict, but you also can't stand the thought of losing your precious belongings, or worse, your sense of self in your own home. Perhaps you've even tried to say something, only to be met with a well-meaning but dismissive, "Oh, Mom, we're just trying to help you." Or, "Dad, it's for your own good. Think how much easier it will be to clean." And you retreat, feeling misunderstood, unheard, and maybe a little helpless. You worry that if you push back too hard, you'll be seen as stubborn, ungrateful, or even irrational. The truth is, this isn't just about tidiness. It's about respect. It's about boundaries. And it's about making sure your home remains a place of comfort and security for you, not a project for others. You deserve to live in a space that reflects your life, your memories, your choices, without feeling judged or pressured. You deserve to feel safe and sovereign in your own four walls. Many of us, as we grow older, face these moments where our independence feels threatened. Whether it's about our health, our finances, or the sanctity of our home, the worry is constant. We want to age with grace, with dignity, and most importantly, with control over our own lives. And that starts right here, in the very heart of our personal world, our home. The good news, my friend, is there is a way. There's a simple, powerful phrase you can use, a phrase that will help you communicate your needs clearly, respectfully, and without conflict. A phrase that will help you keep your home your own, preserve your cherished memories, and protect your precious independence. It's a phrase born from wisdom, designed to bridge the gap between their loving intentions and your need for autonomy. It's a phrase that respects everyone involved, yet firmly establishes your boundaries. You don't have to choose between your home and your children's love. You can have both. But understanding what to say and how to say it makes all the difference. This simple linguistic key will unlock a new level of peace in your home. It's a tool for maintaining your dignity when you feel vulnerable, for safeguarding your treasures, and for ensuring your wishes are heard and respected. So, how do we use this phrase to protect our personal space without hurting anyone's feelings? How do we prepare for these conversations, and what other simple habits can support our independence in our golden years? In our next conversation, we'll dive deeper into this powerful phrase and discuss exactly how to deliver it. We'll also explore other crucial warnings and habits that can keep your mind sharp and your home peaceful. We talked in part 1 about that knot in your stomach, that uneasy feeling when family suggests helping you clear out your home. It can feel like a direct challenge to your independence, like your private space isn't truly your own anymore. And it's a valid feeling. Now, let's take a moment to understand why this often happens. Our children, bless their hearts, they almost always mean well. They truly do. But they see things differently. Their perspective is often rooted in worry, even if it comes across as bossy. Perhaps they worry about your physical safety. They picture you tripping over something, a stack of newspapers, a rug that isn't quite flat. They call them hazards, or they fret about the future. What if you need to move one day? What will happen to all this stuff? They imagine themselves burdened with it later. Sometimes, they're looking back to their own childhood. Maybe their home felt cluttered to them then. Now, they want to fix it for you, to create the organized space they perhaps wished for, or they simply see stuff differently. To them, it's just objects. To you, it's a lifetime of memories, collected moments, cherished gifts. But their intentions, good as they may be, don't change how it feels for you. This isn't just about physical items. It's about your memories, your history, your carefully made choices, your deep right to decide what surrounds you. It's about maintaining your dignity, your autonomy, your quiet peace. Imagine Sarah again. After David's visit, that feeling of unease lingered. She sat in her favorite armchair, the living room now feeling heavy, not just with the presence of her beloved possessions, but with the weight of unspoken fears and subtle criticism. She looked at the old photographs on the mantelpiece, each one a window into a story. A lifetime. David might see dusty frames and wonder if they could be scanned. Sarah saw the vibrant faces of her parents, her wedding day, her grandchildren's first steps. Her heart ached at the thought of them being deemed clutter. This is precisely where the shift needs to happen, not in getting rid of everything you cherish, but in getting profoundly clear about what truly matters to you. Not for them, not for some idealized future, but for your present comfort and peace. For yourself. Before you can confidently say that crucial phrase, you need to feel firm and resolute in your own mind. What does home mean to you deep down? What truly makes it yours? Is it the feeling of safety, the comfort of familiar things, the quiet joy of personal treasures? Perhaps you have a collection of antique teacups displayed in a glass cabinet. David might call them dust collectors, another thing to worry about if there's an earthquake. But you see their delicate beauty. You remember tea parties with your own mother. You find a quiet pleasure in polishing them. And that's perfectly okay. They contribute to your sense of home. What about that stack of old newspapers by your chair, though? Or the duplicate tools you've saved just in case in the garage? The expired spices at the back of the pantry? The ones tucked away in a drawer you haven't opened in years? Do they still serve a purpose for you today? Or do they just add to a vague feeling of chaos, a subtle weight on your spirit? Be honest with yourself, not with judgment or shame, just with gentle, clear awareness. This isn't about throwing things out because someone else thinks you should. This is about making space for comfort, for ease of movement, for less risk of a fall, for clarity of thought, for your peace of mind, your physical and mental well-being. Think about one small area in your home today. Maybe it's a single drawer in the kitchen, the one overflowing with odds and ends, or a shelf in the linen closet that's a jumble of towels. Pick a spot that feels manageable, one you can confidently tackle in 15 minutes, perhaps even less. Set a timer, go through it, hold each item. Ask yourself, does this bring me joy? Is it truly useful right now? Do I have another just like it? Keep what genuinely serves you. Let go of the rest responsibly. Don't focus on how much you manage to get rid of. Focus on how much lighter that small space feels, how much clearer your mind feels after that small victory. The sense of accomplishment, that feeling of reclaiming a tiny corner of your world. This is your first step in taking back proactive control. It's about being thoughtful and intentional, not simply reacting to someone else's push. You are showing yourself that you are capable, that you can make these decisions for yourself on your own terms, at your own pace. When you start taking these small, mindful steps, something truly powerful begins to happen inside you. You gain clarity. You build quiet confidence. You create your own reasons for any changes you choose to make in your home. These are your choices, not someone else's demands. This process itself is a powerful statement of self-respect. And this inner strength, this clear intention, is the foundation for everything that follows. It's what will empower you to speak up firmly but kindly, to protect your space, to maintain your independence with grace and self-assurance. In our next part, we'll dive deeper. We'll finally explore the exact words to use when faced with those well-meaning but sometimes intrusive family suggestions. We'll talk about how to deliver that phrase with kindness, but also with unwavering resolve, and how to prepare for different reactions so you can keep your home truly your own without causing unnecessary conflict or hurt. You've felt that pang, haven't you? That slight tightening in your chest when a well-meaning child suggests moving things around. Or perhaps they just start tidying without asking. They might mean well. They truly believe they're helping. But it feels like a quiet invasion, like your comfort is being judged. Your decisions are being questioned. This isn't about being stubborn. It's about your peace, your dignity, your home. It's the place where every item holds a memory, every nook tells a story. And you know exactly where everything is, even if it doesn't look like their perfect magazine cover. Your home is your sanctuary. So when those moments arise, when a child starts eyeing your stacks of newspapers or suggests that antique lamp needs to go, there's a simple way to respond. A phrase that stops the takeover gently. A sentence that reclaims your space without raising your voice, without causing conflict. It maintains your autonomy. It protects your peace. Here it is. Thank you so much for offering, but I'm comfortable with my system for now. Say it with a warm smile. Say it with eye contact. Say it with the confidence of someone who knows their own mind. Thank you so much for offering, but I'm comfortable with my system for now. This phrase does so much. It acknowledges their good intention. It doesn't accuse them of being pushy. It simply states your boundary. It lets them know kindly but firmly that this is your home. These are your choices. It gives you back your control. It preserves your energy. It stops those creeping feelings of resentment. Think about it. You're not saying no. You're saying, I have it handled. You're affirming your own competence, and that affirmation is vital. Not just for your clutter, but for so many other parts of your independent life. This habit of gentle assertion extends beyond the living room. It's about being an active participant in your own life. It's about your health, too. When the doctor suggests a new medication, it's okay to ask questions, to understand the side effects, to say, let me think about this and discuss it with you next week. You're comfortable with your system of careful decision-making. It's about your money. When a friend or relative asks for an investment in something you don't fully understand, you can use a similar approach. Thank you for sharing that opportunity, but I'm comfortable with my current financial plans for now. No guilt, no lengthy explanations, just calm, respectful boundary setting. This isn't about pushing people away. It's about drawing a loving circle around your own well-being, around your home, your decisions, your peace of mind. It allows your children to love you, to offer help, but it also teaches them to respect your space, to respect your wisdom. It strengthens your relationships by making boundaries clear. Imagine a Sunday afternoon. The grandchildren are visiting. They want to play with the toys in the big chest. Later, your daughter starts tidying them away. She's about to put some of your old crafting supplies into a donation box. You catch her eye. You offer that phrase. Thank you so much for offering, but I'm comfortable with my system for now. A gentle smile, a soft but firm tone. She understands. She puts the box down. Your crafting memories are safe. Your dignity is intact. Your home remains yours. This simple phrase is a tool for self-respect. It's a key to maintaining peace in your home. It's a quiet shield against losing your autonomy. Because true independence isn't about doing everything yourself. It's about choosing how you live. It's about having a voice in your own life. And sometimes that voice needs to be a gentle, firm affirmation. But what if the help isn't just about decluttering? What if the pressures are greater? What if it touches on how you manage your finances, or even where you live? There's an even deeper layer to protecting your independence, a vital conversation you need to have, and a few essential habits that can secure your future long before those conversations ever become difficult. We'll talk about that next. We've talked about that simple, powerful phrase, the one that protects your home and your peace of mind. But this wisdom, dear friend, it goes deeper than just your living room. It's about cultivating a mindset, a quiet strength that says, I am capable, my choices matter. Think about it. Your children might suggest you downsize or simplify your finances. They might mean well, they often do. But when these suggestions feel less like offers and more like demands, that's when you need to remember the heart of our phrase. It's not just about decluttering physical items, it's about decluttering your life from unwanted intrusions. It's about preserving your dignity. It's about having the quiet courage to say, I appreciate you thinking of my well-being. I've got a system that works for me right now. Or, that's a kind offer, but I'm content with how things are at the moment. Notice the softness in your voice, the gratitude in your tone, but also the firm boundary. There are no arguments needed, no long justifications, just a clear, calm statement of your chosen reality. This isn't about creating distance with your children. It's about defining healthy boundaries. It allows love to thrive without control. Imagine the relief you'll feel, the deep peace. When you stand firm in your decisions, you are teaching them how to respect your autonomy. And that, truly, is a profound gift you give to yourself and to them. Perhaps you worry about hurting their feelings. That's perfectly natural. We've spent a lifetime nurturing our families, making sacrifices. But remember, your children are adults now. They can handle a polite refusal, and if they struggle with it, perhaps that's a larger conversation for another day, a conversation about expectations and mutual respect. But for today, focus on securing your peace. Focus on your right to choose. This mindset extends far beyond just your home. It applies to your health, too. When a child insists you see a different doctor or questions your medication, you can apply the same wisdom. Thank you for your concern. My doctor and I have a plan we're comfortable with, and I trust their guidance. This protects your medical privacy and your absolute right to make informed choices with your trusted healthcare providers. No one should make those decisions for you without your full consent. It applies just as powerfully to your money. If a child offers to take over your bills or manage your investments, a gentle but firm, I have my finances well organized, thank you for checking in, is perfectly sufficient. You don't owe them a detailed explanation of your bank accounts or your investment strategy. Your financial independence is a cornerstone of your overall independence. Protect it fiercely, but always with grace and a calm assurance. So how do we make this a daily practice? How do we build this muscle of self-advocacy? Start small. Maybe it's deciding what to have for dinner without feeling the need to consult anyone, or choosing your outfit for the day without worrying what someone else might think. These tiny acts of self-determination, often overlooked, build your confidence muscle over time. Keep your affairs in order, not just for your children, but most importantly, for you. A tidy home, even if it's just one drawer or one shelf a week. Clear financial records that you understand. A living will, if that brings you peace of mind and clarity for the future. These aren't just practical tasks, they are powerful acts of self-care. They solidify your control, making it easier to stand tall and say, I've got this. Remember, dear friend, aging is not about shrinking your world or diminishing your choices. It's about curating your world. It's about choosing what brings you joy, peace, and dignity. Your home, your health, your money, your choices. These are sacred. They are yours to cherish and protect. The wisdom we share here is all about empowering you. about ensuring your golden years are truly golden, filled with autonomy, respect, and deep contentment. It's an ongoing journey, isn't it? There's always more wisdom to discover, more ways to live fully and fearlessly. Keep nurturing that quiet strength within you. It's your most valuable possession. And we'll continue exploring more tools and insights to protect your well-being in every aspect of life. Stay strong, stay wise, and stay true to yourself. Until next time.